I won the lottery 5 years ago and haven't told anyone. I just got engaged. So after taxes, my winnings came to just shy of 4 million. I paid off all my debts, hired an accountant, fixed some things on my truck, and put most of it in savings. I kept my job, didn't move, and kept my fucking mouth shut. My brother is a meth head, my sister is a spiteful whore, and my mom still blames everything on my dad who died 10 years ago, so I didn't want them scrambling to pretend to give a shit about me for cash. I've been dating a girl for about 3 years now and recently asked her to marry me, and she said yes. I bought a modest ring, just over what people would expect given my known employment. This weekend I'm going to lay everything out for her and I can truly know she's in it for me and not the money. It's going to liberating to be able to buy what I want and take care of my friends, totally worth the wait. Edit. Well, this spawned some serious discussion. Addressing a few things. We've already talked about prenups several times and are both for them. She makes enough to support herself and we're both financially independent of each other. I do plan on offering to pay for any legal fees if she wants counsel on the prenup. I have helped a few friends with small things financially, and most have paid it back. No, you can't have a dollar. For those of you who feel entitled to know the financial ins and outs of your significant other's life while dating, that's your view. We're both adults who had careers before dating and have never needed to get into what is in our accounts. I've never told her I'm loaded, or broke, or gone over what my portfolio looks like because it hasn't come up and I'm fine with not knowing hers. I do enjoy my job and the people I work with or for, so it's been easy to stay on. My returns net me about double my salary, so I've been saving quite a bit. I plan on buying a new vehicle, her as well if she wants one, a house, paying off a friend of mine's student loan, more on that, and taking some time off to travel. A good friend of mine reached out to me early on and let me stay with him for close to 2 years, rent-free, while I kicked a drinking habit and got on my feet. He's the only one I'll be pouring any kind of cash to and it couldn't go to a better person. He has a newborn daughter that will get a college fund. I'm paying off his school debts and his house. Other than that, ask away boys and girls. I'll update everyone after dinner on Saturday if you're still interested. Update, 14 days later. I received a lot of feedback on my post and several people expressed interest in the outcome of revealing my finances to my new fiancée after keeping her in the dark for so long. So, my plan was a relaxing evening on the odd weekend we both managed to be free from work or other plans. We went to an early dinner at one of our favorite Italian places, an inexpensive little diner nearby with great appetizers, and then finally went to see Star Wars. After the movie, we grabbed some beer and wine for the evening and went home to relax. Skipped the weekly small talk about work, friends, and the accompanying few drinks in, and I told her I wanted to be open about everything with each other leading up to the marriage. She got kind of quiet, a little guarded, and said, well, yay, so do I, pausing with that look people get when they want you to keep talking. I told her we were never truly going to have to worry about money, that she could do whatever she wanted with her job or stay at home or change careers, anything, because I had north of $3 million in the bank. Her response was the slow, what are you talking about? How? Kind of thing. I got up and pulled a financial statement I'd printed out and stashed in the coffee table drawer, handed it to her, and told her I'd won it all a couple of years before we met. She started crying, like sobbing, uncontrollably crying, and looked terrified. I got really worried and started explaining I kept it hidden because I didn't want my shitbag family hunting me down, that I didn't want people around me to change or to lose my friends. Then she started apologizing, saying she should have told me before I proposed. She has about $40,000 in student loan and credit card debt and thought that was going to break the engagement. She thought I was so financially responsible that there was no way I'd take on that debt because she never told me about it. It's why she'd been so open to a prenup in the vague conversations we'd had about it before, why she'd never brought up or talked about money. So, after a long conversation about openness and trust, even mentioned some of you cynical bastards' opinions, we hashed out some ideas on what we would agree on for the prenup in regards to premarital debt and assets and all that. I'm going to pay her debt off after we're married so the tax issue is less of a concern and all of my winnings will remain mine should we divorce. Interest and dividends will be marital assets. All told, I'm very pleased with how things played out and we're in a great place for it. We're working with attorneys and my accountant this week and I'll be putting my 2-week notice in at work. She wants to keep her job but will request some time off so we can take a vacation and settle into actually enjoying some money. I talked to my friend about paying off his house and all that. He very firmly refused anything for himself but was very grateful for the offer to set up his daughter's college fund. I'm going to keep leaning on him though. I think he'll come around to accepting some repayment of the kindness he showed me. Maybe a vacation at the very least. I don't know. That's all folks. I'll check in from time to time if you guys have any questions. Happy Monday.